Só. Drino. Já vai começar a live, galera. Só tá tudo certo. Agora só deixa eu configurar. Hoje eu tô sozinho em casa. E, pra quem não sabe, eu tô de férias, tá, galera? E eu vou dar essa continuação das lives aqui toda semana. Um momento. Fui, mano. Puta merda. Pera aí, cara. O arquivo ficou muito grande. Tem que abaixar de novo. Enquanto a música tá tocando, até que é boa. Ai, fui. Que... Agora, deixa só terminar. Já tô terminando, galera. Cadê aqui? Certo. Aí, agora sim, galera. Ok. Boa, Van! Salve, salve, galera! Tudo beleza com vocês? Sejam bem-vindos a mais um vídeo aqui no nosso canal também joga. Isso mesmo, a gente vai continuar aqui a nossa live do Dragão Dessa. Esse jogo tá espetacular. Tô jogando bastante, tô curtindo e hoje eu vou dar uma continuidade aqui com vocês. Mais uma vez, agradeço pela presença de todos vocês e a gente vai trazer aqui no nosso canal, beleza? E vamos lá, sem enrolação, bora lá! Isso mesmo, galera! A gente vai continuar aqui. Ah, esqueci, mano! Pera aí. Calma aí, galera. O que? Certo. E nós vamos lá dar uma continuidade aqui. E finalmente eu tô de férias. Graças a Deus. O quê? Beleza. Que? Pera aí, galera. Eu já vou iniciar aqui. Aí, beleza. O que? Bom, a gente vai continuar desse capítulo que eu tô aqui. Eu já tô no capítulo 5, se eu não me engano. Você quer cair? Eita, dragão, velho! Ah. Onde ele vai? Achei que ele ia me atacar. Não vai lá, né? Bom, vamos lá. Então a gente vai ter que... Pera aí. Daqui não? Ah, vai ter que descer pelas escadas. O quê? Beleza. Ah, já tem uns bichos aqui, mano. Beleza. Ope, ope, ope.
Let me catch my breath.
Mais uma. Beleza.
That's a win.
Eita, o dragão de gelo, mano.
Treviso can't take much more.
Caraca, mano. Beleza, a gente vai descer.
Over here.
It's Taya from the crows.
Já, velho. Ô, precisa comprar pão. Comprei pão hoje já. Tinha acabado.
Just in time.
Mas eu comi pelo menos. Hoje à tarde eu vou fazer uma janta pra você. Janta, né? Ah, janta. Isso.
We'll figure out a way.
Drop your courage. We will need it.
Ok. Beleza. Vou dar uma olhada aqui, antes da gente ir pra frente. Acredito que não tem nada, mas é bom olhar. Beleza. Ok. Ah, atividade.
Mortal confusion. Yet this city offers nothing better than a pawn of the dread wolf.
Kill her name.
Your hatred could not stand against us ages past. He will not help you now. Give us the dread wolf's dagger.
Não.
Come get it.
Retrieve the knife and whatever else remains of these mortals.
Ah, o dragão é diferente, mano. É. Mano, por justo que é de fogo, mano. Que? Não vai fazer nem efeito, mano. Que? Ai, tomei uma. Mano, ele é muito forte, velho. Dá pra mexer aqui nas habilidades? Ah, dá. Vou ter que mudar aqui, mano. Ih, não dá.
Still need a moment. Now's your chance.
Correu? Correu nada. Tem poção de vida? Tem.
Return to me.
It's going. That was close.
Ah, ele correu mesmo.
You fought it off.
Salve, Jamilus! Tranquila, meu amigo? Na paz?
It's more important that it stopped attacking the city.
Everyone with a home that still stands.
That thing was tough. It'll be hard to put down for good.
What happened to Treviso would have been worse if you hadn't arrived when you did. I cannot imagine how much worse.
Still have to help with that dragon in Minrathous.
Let's go.
Boa. Miratos.
We're here. What's the situation?
Look around. I don't know where to start. Treviso's all right. Lucanus?
We stopped the worst of it. Even if we couldn't kill the dragon.
The Venatori had a clear shot at the palace while we faced a dragon we could barely hurt. The Viper drew it away from a safe house and took a claw to the gut as thanks. A healer could fix the wound, but the blight's already in him.
Rook's a Grey Warden, isn't he? Do something. Or are you only good for bringing bad news?
I'm not going to the Wardens. I need to be...
Te viram algumas histórias aqui.
You are going to die.
Ever the pessimist.
I'll talk to the wardens. Antoine and Evka. They'll know what to do.
I said no. I know of magic that may slow the corruption. That'll give me some time.
This is all you. The risen gods, the blight, the dragon. Now the city's lost to the Venatori.
Rook isn't to blame. It is what it is.
Tension's a little high. You should go for now. I need to be here a while. See to things.
Eita. Fiz as coisas erradas. Apesar que eu queria salvar o Corvo mesmo. Bem provavelmente deve afetar a história. O que? Oh, dele de frio. Pá.
Blighted dragons, darkspawn obeying the Venatori. Maybe Solas will know something.
Ah, beleza. Vamos dar uma olhada. Ah, 3 pontos, ô louco, mano. Bom, vamos dar liberada. Vou liberar essa aqui, ó. Do gelo. E essa aqui também. Não. Que? Tem uma potencialização. Tem a outra. E essa de baixo? Ah, gostei desse. Ok. Beleza. quarto? Falar com Solas? Tá certo? Tá. Acho que tá.
When last
Peraí.
we spoke, you intended to assault the cruel and the corrupt, in hopes of finding servants of Elganan and Gillinan.
Ah, tá.
Has your search been successful?
You could say that. It looks like both the Venatori and the Antam are working for Elganan and Gillinan.
Unsurprising. The Venatori want magical secrets, and the Antam want to destroy anyone opposing their brutal expansion. Both will readily bow to anyone who promises them power.
And they're using that power to hurt a lot of people. The Antam and the Venatori both have dragons doing their bidding.
Dragons? That is worse than I had feared.
Yeah. We drove off the one the Antam brought to Treviso. Barely.
Have you determined how the dragons are being directed? If it is blood magic, it may be possible to disrupt their control.
The dragons were blighted. We think that's what let the gods control them.
The Blight. Of course.
The Blight seems to be the gods' favorite tool right now. We ran into Venatori who could control Darkspawn.
Elganan would not bestow such power unless the Darkspawn were to serve as the main force of his army. And I suspect Gillinan will see the Darkspawn as new subjects for her modifications.
We've already run into a few Darkspawn nobody has seen before. That's in addition to the blighted dragons.
That is the fate Elganan and Gillinan planned for this world then. Corruption and blighted slavery.
Stop acting like you're so much better than they are. Your bullshit ritual would have destroyed the world just as badly.
Do you truly believe my goal was to destroy this world?
I believe your goal, like you said, was to transfer the gods to a better prison. The one you're stuck in now. And you were willing to tear down the veil and destroy this world while you did so.
The veil is a wound I cut into the Fade in a moment of desperation, while making their prison. It should not exist. I had a host of spirits ready to help when the veil fell. They would have minimized the loss of life.
Mano, tá muito esquisita essa história dele.
Do you have any idea what you sound like? You could have actually saved the world from the Blight, but instead you chose to kill thousands of people with your vanity project.
It is not vanity. I broke this world. I am the only one who can fix it.
Spoken like a god.
I am not a god. I am as I have always been. A man. All too aware of his failings. But equally aware that if he did not act, accepting the judgment it would bring, all would be lost. They call me the Dread Wolf. What will they call you when this is over?
I've got enough problems right now as it is. That's one for future Rook to deal with.
Pragmatism. You will focus on the present, knowing that someday you will face the consequences of your choices. I believe I can work with that. If the gods are using dragons, you will wish to find someone trained to fight them. Have you unlocked the Lighthouse Illuvian?
Yes. We found the crossroads. It's still confusing, though.
I cannot help you from in here. You may need to find an expert in the magic of the Fade. And if the Darkspawn are to be Elganan's army, you will need Grey Wardens to fight them.
I've got a few of them, and I'm a warden myself. Maybe that's enough?
Doubtful. You'll want an army. And I believe you will find a way to obtain one. You seem to have a knack for gaining the cooperation of your adversaries.
So this elven god thinks we need a dragon hunter and a Fade expert.
He's right, about the dragon hunter at least. The shadow dragons did all they could. The dragon was just too much. The moment the dust settled, the Venatori rushed in. Guess they knew it was coming. Nev's staying for now. She said she'll be back soon. But at least you took care of yours.
We hurt it, but didn't kill it. The dragon flew off before we could put it down.
Treviso could have used a dragon hunter. That much is true.
That's hindsight talking. We didn't know a blighted dragon was coming, or that we'd need someone who could take it down.
We should not forget the second dragon in Minrathos. We ought to see what we can do to help. However, there is no telling how long Nev will be helping the shadow dragons with the aftermath.
Hey, let's not get stuck in our regrets, all right?
Hang on a minute. Not only have you retained the services of a demon assassin, you're also taking advice from the elven god who attempted to tear down the veil.
Spite is my problem.
That's what they always say. Rook, Lucanus is one thing, but do you really trust this Solas?
Of course I don't trust him. He's the only option we have. If it makes you feel better, we've checked every piece of information he gave us.
That does make me feel better.
So a Fade expert and a dragon hunter. I'll ask around about dragon hunters and see what turns up. Come talk to me in a bit.
And I've been corresponding with someone about the lighthouse's reverberative oscillations and the resulting dimensional peculiarities. Oh, sorry. Not relevant. I'll get a message through to a Fade expert immediately.
See, Rook? Nothing to worry about.
All right. We all know what to do. Let's get going.
Bora. Porque a pergunta é, tem aqui para conversar? Tem dois. Eu vou conversar com a Nayara. Eu vou nessa foco para essa com a Nayara.
Okay, Bellara, what's your lead on getting us
Bellara
expert for the team?
Good evening.
Greetings.
Rook, so we need a Fade expert. I've been writing to a senior mage who fits the part. But right now he's on an expedition, so I reached out to his colleagues to find him. This is Lady Myrna and Vorgoth. They're necromancers.
Salve, meu! Opa, lógico! Feras, meu amigo!
How darksome are things outside Navarra?
We've seen terrible magic. Old magic. It'll get worse unless we step up.
I see. Belara's correspondent is Professor Emmerich Volkaren, a Fade expert and powerful
Opa!
psychogol.
Tranquilaço, mano.
Where can I find him?
The professor is currently delving the shrouded halls in the Grand Necropolis. We will grant you passage to look for him. Where the dead. Lately they grow restless.
Lógico, é vida, meu amigo. Beleza, agora começar com a outra. Agora a gente vai ter que recrutar alguém.
So I put the word out for dragon hunters, and I've heard back about someone who might work. It's a woman named Tosh from a group of Ravani treasure hunters called the Lords of Fortune.
Sounds promising.
An agent for the Lords said that Tosh is working on a mission for them along the Ravane coast. If we help her, she'll be free to join us and fight any blighted dragons the gods throw our way.
What do you know about what's going on in Ravane right now?
Not much more than you do. Varric and I never went there while hunting Solas. The Kunari were on pretty good terms with Ravain, but that was before the Antam military broke away from the rest of the Kun. I wouldn't be surprised if the Antam invaded Ravain like they did Treviso and Eastern Tevinter.
Alright, guess we'll be ready. Thanks for finding a contact. There can't be that many professional dragon hunters around.
Time to find out if the crossroads can get us to an alluvion in that area. We'll head out whenever you're ready.
O quê? Tem mais alguém aqui? Ah, tem, ó. Cara, aqui. Peraí, onde ele tá?
What? You're hungry? I found a yam in the kitchen. Stubborn just means you'll starve.
Trouble settling in?
Doing the best I can. My job was to keep the griffins safe, not fix their dinner.
I meant to San.
Oh. I guess we're both adjusting.
How did one find Dasan and the...
I only got involved in this a little while ago. Most wardens are still in the dark. Way I heard it, someone found a journal a few years back that mentioned a secret clutch of eggs. They'd been hidden for centuries, protected by a ward. Started hatching and out came 13 talkative griffins. Now, down to just one.
I've always wondered about our history with griffins. Their emblem is everywhere.
I could swear Hassan knows it too. Gives him a big head. Back in the day, Grey Wardens raised them as aerial cavalry. When a blight got going, Wardens rode them into battle. Eventually, war took its toll. They died out.
Well, a confused griffin should fit right in around here.
Appreciate it. There's no training manual for them anymore.
I guess we'll figure it out together.
Griffins don't trust easily. Lancet and Remy had to work to win them over. They said a warden and a griffin have to move as one. Think as one. They call it Turlum. Sort of unity. But now, they're both dead.
Why'd the Gloomhowler attack the Eyrie?
I intend to find out. First it stalks wardens. Now it's after the griffins.
Doesn't seem right that they go extinct twice.
Not if I have anything to say about it. You sure you'll have time to help? You've got a lot on your plate. Elgernon and Gillenane. Hard to believe.
Our very own elven gods are ending the world.
That'll endear us to the rest of Thedas. But I have to say, killing a monster is one thing. Taking down the goddess of all monsters and the god of vengeance while you're at it?
Every life in Thedas depends on it.
Fair enough. Always good to know where the boss stands.
Pretty much the world not ending.
I can get behind that.
What?
I told you. It's yams or nothing.
Maybe you need a new menu.
Vamos lá. Ok? E... Bom, já conversei com todos. Então a gente pode ir pro... Deixa eu ver isso aqui. Ah, tá. Tem um acesso que tá trancado. Eu não consigo chegar lá. Calma aí. Abra caminhos para esperançaridas. Tem outro. Recrute o caçador de dragão. Tem 2 missões que a gente pode fazer. Bom, eu já sei o que eu vou fazer. Eu vou fazer a campanha. Onde esse outro deve ir. Fazer isso aqui. Usar esse. O carinha do dragão que vai entrar. Costa Riva. Eita.
Hey.
Tash.
Hi, I'm Rook. I'm very much hoping you're Tosh.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
The Lords want to hit a cave on the coastal cliffs. Big Vinsimer makes her lair there. We get her out, the Lords get in, we go home and get drunk. Might be more on Tom. Don't get in my way.
Ih, brava.
Feeling about her?
Bedouin.
So, what's the plan exactly?
We need to lure the Vinsimer out of her lair. I set bait, she comes out to eat. My partners loot the lair while she's out here. We'll find the bait on the beach.
You said the dragon we're dealing with was a Vinsimer.
Yeah, blue with the yellow belly. Breathes lightning.
Light?
Depois eu vejo.
Now we're talking.
We're not
Não,
fighting her.
vou ver agora.
Lords just want the horde in her lair.
Tem 8 aqui. Ah, não.
On Tom ahead. Be ready. They go hard.
A gente vai derrotar. É. Nossa, mano. Calma aí. Que?
Shit. This is not your lane. Come on, you're not bigger than me.
Not ready yet.
Okay.
So, you've got no problem fighting other Canary?
I'm from Ravane. Not like I follow the Qun.
You've got the arm ropes?
Sure. I wear a lot of stuff. You don't get to tell me who I am. Doesn't matter anyway. The Antam don't follow the Qun either. Not anymore.
Quer pegar
Why do you
aqui?
want to work with us?
I don't.
I thought you wanted us here to help you.
No.
Aqui, ó. Mais uma.
We're not fighting the dragon?
No. Vincimers eat big game. Usually sea life. They're not hostile unless you do something stupid.
Like, poke around in its lair?
Right. So we lure her out, then the lords go in and grab anything shiny.
But you do kill dragons, right? You're
Pegou o baú ali.
I kill them with a hate killing.
Ah, dá pra quebrar a parede ali. Beleza.
All right. Beach is up ahead.
Right. You said we'd find bait here?
Bait'll find us. Come on.
The bait will find us.
Acima.
Look out! Deep stalkers!
Knew they'd find us.
The deep stalkers are the bait?
Yup.
Now you're stealing my cheese. What a few of them.
Dragons have big stomachs.
Heads up! Bigger one on the way. Could be the Alpha.
That's their pack leader. Take her down.
Way to get it done.
É. Okay.
That's the last of them. Now what?
Now I get the fire going and make our dragon dinner. Good. She'll like it. And this potion will put her to sleep for a few hours. But we gotta get her attention. Use the horn up there. Come on, she'll be here soon.
So, we held up our end of the bargain?
You did okay.
Pegar umas coisinhas aqui.
Y'all do.
Right now, we're trying to take down evil god monsters and their blighted dragons.
What? That can't be right. Dragons don't get blighted. They're smart enough to avoid that crap.
However it's happening, the gods are using the blight to force dragons to attack people.
That's messed up. Somebody needs to stop them.
Deixa eu ver. Tem nada aqui? Pegar os materiais.
Anton might be there. I want to see what they're doing. If it's anything the Lords of Fortune need to worry about.
She responded quickly to the horn.
This time?
You fed her before?
Took a while to get her used to it.
It sounds like you got her trained.
You train a dog. You reach an understanding with a dragon.
Quer?
Vincimers are clumsy on land, better in the water. They cut the surface like a knife.
Eu já tinha dado por lá.
They dive down after prey like a giant bird.
Umas caixas ali, ó.
Stun schools of fish with their lightning. Gulp them all down in a single bite.
Okay. Dá pra abrir? Não. Ah, tem uma entrada de baixo. O dragão.
Letting us know she sees us. Might also be her way of saying thanks for the food.
Some of these buildings look like Grey Warden architecture.
Good eye. Wardens used to have a big outpost here. They left after a volcano erupted. Said it closed some tunnels.
Makes sense. If a volcano floods the deep roads with magma, you don't need to worry about Darkspawn using those tunnels.
Pera aí. Ei.
The Antam are definitely here.
Let's check inside the fort. I want to see what they're doing. More on Tom.
Ei, pode entrar. Já chegou? Opa! Obrigado. Aí, vamos lá. Ai! Ai! Boa!
Come on, let's keep looking.
Boa, boa.
So the Antam took over the outpost after the Grey Wardens abandoned it?
Yeah. Ravane and the Canary were at peace forever. Then the Antam broke away from the Qun and invaded.
Nossa, chegou o tablet já.
Part of a different caste. They didn't break away. So the Antam take over old forts like this instead of building their own.
Oh! Visualmente deve ser bonito, hein?
Grapples, nets. The Antam are going after the Vincimer.
She's a dragon. She can take care of herself.
Not after I drugged her. Come on. They've been watching. They knew I drug her to make her sleep. Assholes!
Okay. Até o momento tá disponível ainda. O Kameha. Eles são bem resistentes aqui.
They haven't seen us yet. We can run.
Hey!
Yeah.
I brought her down. She's mine by right.
Makara.
Mara Namra Benarie Bala. Atashmar Tarost, Asitarala. Kyuto.
Poxa, ele cospe fogo.
Come on.
Não sabia, mano. Pera aí, cara. Tô procurando pra contar alguma coisa. Ô, louco, velho! Gostei dela! Esses bichos chatos do caramba! Dá pra vocês derrotarem? Boa! Boa, boa.
You breathe fire.
Yeah?
You don't just hunt dragons. You're part dragon?
Were we supposed to know this? Because I don't remember you mentioning it.
We can talk later. Let me know when you're ready. I'll burn the chains off the dragon.
A trapped animal is a scared animal. She'll be angry once we free her.
You're right. We gotta be ready to run. Hopefully she won't chase us.
Olha um dragãozinho, gente. Vazio? Não. Pera aí. Pera aí, galera. É, voltei.
As one dragon flew off, now safe to finish its nap, uninterrupted. Another was about to wake up. The surviving Antam poachers carried news of a fire-breathing Kunari back to their leader. Tosh and the team would soon find themselves being hunted by the Dragon King.
Ah!
Wonderfully done, Tosh. While you played with the big scary dragon, we looted the shiny stuff from her cave. So, Rook, Varric's talked about you. I see he wasn't making shit up this time. You call me Isabella, among other things.
What did you find in the cave?
A lot of dragon shit, gold, some fancy trinkets, and this.
If it puts a smile on your face, that's good enough for me.
Oh, it does.
Thank you for all your efforts. This is just as I had hoped.
Rook, this is Shathan. She's our expert on Canary artifacts.
This piece predates the Steel Age by centuries. It comes from an earlier attempt at settlement. One that left no survivors. You used your fire.
What? No.
Were you seen by the Antam? You promised you would be careful, Evatosh. You need to be away for a while. It is good you are joining Rook's team.
I'm what?
We're looking for a good dragon hunter. That would be you.
Yeah.
Our contact here said you'd agree to join us.
Didn't Shathan... I thought you and your mother had agreed on this.
Nope.
Whoops. Well, you'll work it out. You always do. For gold and glory, Tosh. You're welcome back whenever. Rook, pleasure doing business with you.
Mother, what did you do?
I thought you would enjoy the chance to work with Rook's team. Do you not wish to stop these blighted dragons?
Of course I do. I might have decided to join on my own. Maybe after you talked to me.
I talked to you about not using your fire in front of the Antam.
Shut up, Bo.
I will prepare potions for you to take. Would you prefer ginger or lavender?
The ginger.
Hassam Vinek. Rook, you will keep her safe.
Eita. É grande, hein?
Well, it must be nice to have your mother so involved in your life. Anyway, welcome to the team. Might not be what you wanted, but we could really use the help.
I'll get my stuff. Hey. It is.
Sorry?
Joining your team. It is what I wanted.
Glad to hear it.
O que é o novo livro de programação? O que? Vamos voltar. Antes de te voltar, deixa eu ver se tem alguma coisa aqui. Opa! Tem. Ixi, tem bastante coisa aqui. Da conversada com eles ali.
Usually have to dodge traps and fight spiders to see this much old elven stuff. Talk to Isabella if you want to sell any of it. She'll get you a good deal.
Spoken like a veteran treasure hunter.
Yep. For gold and glory. The lords make runs no one else can. Isabella's undies would catch fire if she saw all this.
Quero conhecer.
So why do the Lords of Fortune care enough about dragons to have a dedicated dragon hunter?
Lots of great old crap ends up in dragon hordes.
Why do dragons care about gathering treasure? It's not like they go to the market.
Dragons like metals and gems. Anything glittery catches their eye.
So they're like really large magpies?
Kinda. And they live for centuries. Lots of time to gather a bunch of shiny crap. Plus all the gear carried by idiots who thought they could kill a dragon.
Bet you deal with a lot of nasty traps during those treasure hunts.
Yep.
What's the most complicated one you've dealt with?
Old elven armory. Had letters on tiles. Probably supposed to spell out the name of a god or something.
Probably.
I don't read elven. Found handholds in the ceiling and swung across.
That sounds more like a puzzle than a trap.
Ugh. Puzzles.
Eu detesto.
See, I like some puzzles, but not when they're just thrown in.
Right?
I ran into one while traveling with Varric. It was one of those, who sits in which seat things.
Ugh. Where the guy with an axe has to sit to the left of the guy who likes brandy?
Exactly. Who cares that much about seating arrangements? Why is that controlling the lock on an ancient treasure chest?
It's Vashidon. Just pick a chair.
I'd appreciate it if you avoided fencing any of the elven artifacts unless Balara tells you it's okay.
Don't worry about that. The Lords of Fortune aren't thieves.
I mean, aren't you though?
Nah. Anything we hunt is salvage. Old forgotten ruins and crap. And we make sure we're not screwing over a culture that lost it. That's what my mother does with the Qunari stuff.
So, your mother appraises Qunari artifacts the Lords of Fortune find?
Yeah. She tells them how rare something is. How much it might be worth. Also tells them if they found something cultural.
Cultural?
You know, important. Stuff you don't want going to some rich noble's collection. The Lords send that stuff back to the Qunari and Parvalin. They pay the Lords a finder's fee.
Just a finder's fee?
Yep.
But the Lords at the top could be charging anything for these artifacts and you wouldn't know.
I know what happened to the last Lord who blooded contact. That's enough. The Lords are good people. They helped my mother when she came here from Kantar. She got here with nothing but me and the clothes on her back. The only skill she had was Qunari history. The Lords gave her work.
How does the Ravani Royal Guard feel about the Lords of Fortune?
They used to complain about us. But that was before the Antam invaded Ravane.
And now Ravane sees the benefits of having a bunch of heavily armed people on their side.
Same for the Pirate Armada. It's bigger than Ravane's official navy. But we're also helping save old artifacts. The Antam are burning ruins as they move south. We get artifacts out before the Antam destroy them. Magical stuff. Cultural stuff. Stuff you don't want to lose.
We should do this again. Grab a drink. Share our tallest tales.
Okay, I was gonna go back to Ravane later. Got a thing to do for my mother. You can come along, if you want.
Do I need to be ready for combat? Or traps?
Nah.
Alright. Just let me know when.
Ok. Agora a gente vai precisar conversar com os outros aqui. Deixa eu ver se é aqui. Ah.
I see you writing a message to the Inquisition. What's that about?
You know Varric and I were part of the Inquisition, right? I'm trying to get news about the South. But Charter hasn't replied to any of my messages. I'm trying not to worry about what's happening there, but... No, it's probably fine. Charter's just busy. She's always busy.
Charter. Who's that?
She's the Inquisition's spy master. Or she would be, if there was still an Inquisition. I suppose she just works for the Inquisitor now?
I haven't heard much about the Inquisition in years.
Oh, that's intentional. When the breach was open, we needed a large group to stop southern Thedas from falling into chaos. It's changed in the years since. We're a smaller force working underground to keep an eye on things going on in the world.
Okay.
Why isn't she here? We could use a hand.
Charter entrusted the search for Solas to Varric, to us. The world's large and she's got many things to deal with.
So how long were you with the Inquisition? 10 years?
Something like that. Why?
You must know the Inquisitor.
Well, yeah, we worked together. I wasn't part of the Inquisitor's inner circle, though. I spent more time with the ordinary people, the ones you didn't hear about.
And the Inquisitor's advisors, what about them?
I wouldn't say I was close to any of them. The spy master, Liliana, was aloof. Commander Cullen and I were both from Ferelden, so we got along. Ugh. Ambassador Montillier is my favorite, though. She's lovely.
But you did know people from the Inquisitor's inner circle, didn't you?
I knew them, sure, but those early days, all I wanted was to prove myself and not get in anyone's way. Some of them were more approachable than others. Most of the time, I just watched them from afar. Listened to their snippets of conversation as they walked by.
Pera aí.
So, tell me about these ordinary Inquisition members I haven't heard about.
The Inquisition hired hundreds, and most of them weren't Magisters or Ben Hasrith or the left hand of the Divine. There were scouts and stable hands, carpenters and cooks and quartermasters, even 2 dedicated pastry chefs. Most of them volunteered, like me. We wanted to help in whatever small way we could.
You help people. That's not small.
It sure felt like it sometimes. I'd sit with Rector and Faulkner and we'd watch the important people with their important business rushing by.
Rector? Faulkner?
Liliana gave all her agents pseudonyms.
Right, like Charter.
Well, Charter's Charter, but when the other two and I were together, we were just Lace, Wilbur, and Katya.
Do you miss it?
Tô nem prestando atenção no jogo, tô arrumando
It's hard to miss an organization. They're only as good as their people, don't you think? But I do miss my friends. We write each other, but it's not the same. And the Inquisition is different from what we've built here. Not better or worse, just different. It's special when you're among people working toward the same goal.
Not everyone. There was Solas. What did you really think of him back then?
Lonely. He always seemed lonely. It's hard not to be when you hold yourself above everyone else.
He might be lonely, but I doubt he cares. He's single-minded. Nothing else matters besides his crusade.
Because it's the only thing he's had. My ma used to say, a caged dog forgets there's grass outside. Anyway, I'm sure something out there's on fire, and here I am rambling about the past. I should let you go. Talk later?
Que é agora o outro personagem. Ah, o carinha do livro. Acho que agora já dá pra gente ver.
Abundance.
Ok. Agora eu posso dar um encantamento. Ah, legal. Bem interessante isso. Já armadura. Opa, quadrado. Bom, eu vou colocar essa aqui porque a gente vai enfrentar um monstro lá de necromancer. Oh, ponto fraco. Crítico. Dano da arma. Ok. Tá forte, hein?
Rook, I was thinking of taking Hassan for a walk. He could use the exercise. Chance to stretch his wings. Thought you'd like to come along.
Beleza. Agora falta mais uma. Ah, o cara é aqui. Será que ele tá aqui em cima? Não.
Hey, you heard of the Hall of Valor? It's a fighting arena with the lords.
Interesting.
Just tell me when you're ready.
Opa! Agora que a gente tem bastante coisa pra fazer. Bom, já conversei com todo mundo. Agora a gente vai atrás do segundo companheiro. Isso. Vai atrás.
This is it. No sign of the professor.
I hope he's here and that he doesn't mind us disturbing him. He is a senior necromancer. I don't... Oh!
Huh.
Visitors! What a marvelous surprise! Any trouble with the lift? Our last guests were stuck for hours. Poor souls. Oh. Professor Emmerich Volkaren of the Morn Watch.
Hello, Professor. We've never met, well, in person, but I've been writing to you.
Belara, my dear girl. What a pleasure. Surely you didn't come all this way just to see me.
Actually, we did. You see, we need a fate expert.
I'm Rook.
Charmed.
I didn't expect such a warm welcome. Considering.
Please, don't be put off. The workforce is perfectly harmless. I'd be pleased to continue our conversation after I tend to some small business here.
Que assunto?
I must investigate. Would you
Show!
mind a com-
Dá uma olhada nas habilidades dele. Ok. Gostei desse. A lava tá fora. Ah, isso aqui.
Opening me further into the shrouded halls?
Toward that screaming.
Something's gone awry in this part of the necropolis, Rook. The dead stir more easily than they should.
Ahead of us. Something's moving.
Strange. These halls should be under the protection of the bell.
Is that a despair demon?
Fascinating, isn't it? They shouldn't be able to breach the shrouded halls at all.
Take your word for it.
Careful, Rook. It singled you out. Careful, Rook. It singled you out. It's vital we discover why that spirit manifested here.
Lead the way, Professor.
Quebrando os vasos. Nada. E o... Ah, tem, ó, tá vendo? São os materiais pra gente pra upar as armas.
Someone's barred the door and chained the sunken star.
There's undead here.
We may need to defend ourselves, depending on their condition.
Haven't fought undead in a while.
There's no reaching these. They're mindless.
What are they doing? Make them stop!
I'm afraid sometimes the weaker dead work themselves into frenzies. Poor things.
That's what kills!
I must free that bell.
Need some help?
Thank you. The star, the bell, can banish these despair spirits if we unchain it. We'll need a wisp to unseal the doors leading out.
Oh, baú ali.
Could you please find one and bring it here?
Okay. How?
Give your greeting.
Bom, vou deixar aqui mesmo.
And the wisp will follow.
Hello.
Wisps are the simplest of spirits, but quite helpful. Bring the wisp here, and we can unseal the doors.
Doors open. Where to now?
Okay.
This should lead us to the upper chambers, where we can free the bell. There's someone I'd like to consult with on the way.
So, Professor,
Just Emerald, please.
you weren't that surprised we need a Fade expert.
The spirits talk. Even the simplest have been clamoring about chaos in the Fade. Someone coming to consult if so much as a
They're hitting us from there!
taking fire!
Boa. Vou ter que pegar uma alma, sei lá, uma magia.
It's freezing. What's doing this?
Echoes of the despair spirits, misery devouring itself. We should keep our distance. If provoked, these manifestations will shatter.
This is locked too. I didn't see any wisps around.
Then I shall call for aid.
Ajuda?
They've answered. We'll need to guide the wisps who've just arrived to the door.
Those wisps really came just because you asked.
They care for us, Rook. Our ever-loyal friends amongst the dead.
Ah, tem tempo. Ei, travou. Ufa. Nada bem.
Here's our second wisp.
Hey, desk guy. Is it staring at me?
It is aware of your presence, but a wisp's senses differ from our own.
I guess it doesn't sense its way into making a corpse walk around.
Ok. Tem uma que tá perto. Mas o...
There's the last wisp.
Good. Let's return to the door.
Beleza.
Well done. Past these chambers, we'll find some assistance with reaching the bell. Despair is far more pervasive than I'd thought. We must stop who's ever drawing these spirits here, Rook.
Dano de físico.
You think a person's behind all the despair demons?
Oh yes. Mortals are their prime attraction. There's a fight ahead.
Ah!
Firing at us!
Hitting us at range.
at the ready. They attack from afar.
Essa tá de novo. Ai. Aqui?
How do we get rid of all these despair demons?
Their source is near the bell you saw earlier. Ringing it will banish them, but we must find who lured them there in the first place.
Não. Ah, aqui, ó. Beleza, agora a gente vai subir.
Tell me, Rook, where are you from?
I trained with the wardens in the Anderfels.
Home to the fortress of Weishaupt. I've heard stories. You must tell me about your journeys once we're above ground. Ah, here we are. This is where we'll learn who summoned these despair spirits.
But how?
You must open yourself to possibilities while in the necropolis. Would you mind lighting those braziers, Rook?
Agora.
This should unseal our final pass to the bell. It's best we unchain it quickly.
Why is this bell so important?
The sunken star will drive away despair. Any malicious spirit that hears the tolling of the bell will be banished to the Fae.
But it won't destroy them? Them being here isn't their fault.
No. In this instance, banishment will suffice. Though, forgive me, I had the impression our denizens unnerved you?
I'm from Ravane. Spirits are okay, so long as they're not walking corpses around.
Excellent. Approach the body and we'll begin. By seal and flame, who brought despair in our midst? Despair! Who brought it here?
Venatori!
The Venatori. Of course. This way, please. The colloquial term is corpse whispering, a gift that manifested with my magic.
Corpses talk to you? That's messed up.
Oh, there's no danger in it, I assure you.
That's not the messed up part.
Shh. I think I hear someone.
This map is useless. We wasted 3 slaves in those traps. If that hand of glory burns down,
so don't.
We found those Venatori.
We have no place in these halls.
Venatori after? Gold? Artifacts?
Raw magic. Their first envoys were obsessed with gathering power for some new masters.
Ah, I'll fill you in on them later.
Pra cá. Ah, quase caí. Bicho, mano. Ah, mano, esses bichos é foda. Pera. Calma aí.
Ready again?
Well, down one more despair demon. That's the last of them.
I see someone by the crates.
I don't think they're Venatori.
Boa. Tá, gostei. Tá, gostei.
This looks interesting.
Spirit labyrinths? I didn't know they'd learned to make miniature ones in Tevinter.
Hello. The Venatori bring you here?
They said I'd spilled the wine too many times. That I'd be a better sacrifice than slave.
You are in Navarra, sir. There are no slaves on our soil. Please remain here. After we've seen to the rest of the Venatori, I'll send for someone to escort you above.
Oh, all right.
Those Venatori dragged that man down here just to die.
The Watchers will shelter him. We'll inquire if he has any family in Minrathous. As for the Venatori, what remains of them will be put to work. The Sunken Star can help us if we break the Venatori's chains.
Right.
Eita, mano.
Kill them all, but save the
Be ready. The ritual to wake the bell will draw Despair's attention.
And any more Venatori?
I'll need you to keep them occupied while I work.
There's the Venatori.
At them!
Right on. Believe and gain. Strength.
That one's all set!
How are we doing, Emmerich?
The bell is slowly awakening, but we must fight him.
The Venatori brought demons.
Typical of them.
Eita!
Yeah.
Caralho, mano. Que louco, mano. Que bosta.
Now what? Now, the grand necropolis shows itself!
Magic bell worked. The despair demon's pissed off.
Pretty impressive.
Boa.
Thank you.
Cara, tô adorando esse jogo, mano.
Cultists didn't leave anything dangerous behind. I'll ask our attendants to gather their bodies later, of course.
Beleza.
This is a severed hand.
It can't be. A hand of glory? The Venatori should never have this. I must find out where it came from.
Ok. Gostei essa fase aqui. Adorei, mano. Adorei, mano.
Let me know when you'd like to return to the chambers above.
Peraí.
Let me take one last look around.
Deixa eu dar uma olhada. Não tem nada de baú. Ah, ali, ó. Necromancer, viu? Ok. Então a gente pode ir. Tem mais uma ali, ó.
Shall we depart?
Let's get back to the lighthouse.
You can tell me why you've sought out a Fade expert on the way? Shall we depart?
I know it's a lot, but I swear we've seen the blighted elven gods ourselves.
It would explain recent Oniric disruptions.
At the least. The implications of what Rook's witnessed are... Ah, thank you, Manfred. I know it's a lot, but I swear...
Well, hi. And thanks.
You spoke of danger to the Fade.
The elven gods plan to tear it wide open to get to the Blight. And they've already messed with it. Demons, tears in reality. Our team needs a Fade expert.
Many Watchers never depart Navarra. But with events so dire...
I'd be delighted to assist.
It has been many years since you left us.
Well, yes, but elven gods, ancient magics. I couldn't bear miss this. Besides, I've spent my life exploring the Fade and speaking to spirits. If Rook needs an expert, none are better qualified than I.
Promise me corpse stuff won't get out of hand?
You'll hardly know there's a practicing necromancer under your roof at all.
Welcome aboard.
Wonderful! I'll gather my things. Come, Manfred.
The grand necropolis was at peace again, and Emmerich was off to a new adventure. But in Navarra, nothing stays down for long. The Venatori had unearthed something no one should have, and delivered it to the worst possible person. Emmeric's journey would soon bring him face to face with the gloaming lantern.
What the Venatori ultimately intended with their incursions into the necropolis worries me. Whether or not it was directed by the gods, the timing serves them well. Chaos, I fear, is their ally.
With this, Demeter's Crossing and the Blighted Dragons, and everything else we're all dealing with, feels like we're at war. A lot of little wars.
So instead of one giant fight, we have a lot of smaller ones. I bet that won't make things any easier.
The gods have made bargains with the worst people in Thedas, offered them all power. And it's not as though the Antam or Venatori will care about the price.
So how do we fight back then?
We don't have an army, but we do have allies. Like the Veil Jumpers.
After Demeter's Crossing, it's personal for them.
The Crows, particularly after we help save their city.
Thea and Viago know what is owed. They will make good on that debt.
Also, Lady Morrigan requested a meeting at the Cobbled Swan in Minrathous.
Could she have found some trace of the gods?
Probably. Morrigan doesn't visit crowded taverns for fun.
I also heard from Grey Wardens out in the Hossberg wetlands, Antoine and Evka. Something strange is happening with the Blight there. I bet it involves the gods.
Any details on the Blight in the wetlands?
No. But you know how Antoine's normally got nice, neat handwriting?
Yes.
Could barely read his note. He's either excited, scared, or both.
The First Warden hasn't been thrilled with how I'm carrying out my duties.
So are you a new one, huh?
If we go to the wetlands, I'm hoping the First Warden's safely over in Weishaupt.
Couldn't say. Still, you can't get in any more trouble with the Order than you already are.
Yeah. Gillenane has laid low since we hurt her dragon, but the Blight spreads rot wherever the gods go.
And no one's better at tracking Blight than Wardens.
Morrigan and those Wardens feel like our best leads on finding the gods.
Are they really gods? Or just ancient mages? It's not clear.
They're gods. Or the closest damn thing to them.
Nev, you're back.
Yeah, I am.
Good to have you back. This is Professor Emmerich Volkarin, our Fade expert, and Tash, our dragon hunter. They joined while you were away.
Hey.
Charmed.
Right. Not everyone has met.
So you're a dragon hunter? Minrathous could have used you.
What's going on?
Back home, what isn't? Look, you made an impossible call without enough information. I get it. It's the corner the gods put us in. It just might take time to shake off.
You are back though, right?
Yeah, Belle. I'm back.
Good to have you back. Whatever the circumstances. Everyone needs to be part of this. That's the only way we'll win.
After what happened to Minrathous, I've got even more reason to go after the gods. If anyone's got a shot at this, it's the people here. I'm still on the job. Count on it.
Great. Let's follow up on some leads.
I'll let Lady Morrigan know we're ready to meet.
I'll send word to Antoine and Evka. They're holed up in a town called Lavendale.
Everyone else should rest up. Be ready to move when I call.
Never easy, is it, kid?
What do you mean?
Making the big choices, then living with the consequences.
I don't think it ever should be easy. As soon as it gets easy, you're not the right person to make those decisions. It needs to be hard. That's how you know you're taking it seriously.
And that's why I recruited you, Rook. You get that. Not everyone does. Anyway, you've got a meeting with Morrigan to attend, and dealing with whatever the Wardens found. All this chatting is taking it out of me. Think I'll rest for a bit. Good work, Rook. You'll find your way through this. I know it.
Boa. Pessoa que peça. Eita. Ih, lascou, mano. Bom, galera, é isso. Eu vou ficar por aqui. Muito obrigado pela presença de todos vocês. Muito obrigado a presença da James e Ismael, mano. Tamo junto. Muito obrigado mesmo pela tua presença, pela força. Galera, quem puder, deixa o like. Deixa os comentários que ajuda demais. Caso você é novo por aqui, seja bem-vindo ao nosso canal. Caso você estiver gostando do nosso conteúdo, se inscreve aqui para você não perder nenhum nosso vídeo aqui. Beleza, galera? Amanhã a gente vai dar uma continuidade de Saga Dragon Quest. Beleza? Eu vou ficar por aqui. Tenha uma boa semana para todos vocês. E isso. Fica com Deus. Falou! Até a próxima!